Hey guys, um, I know this is someone else's video, but they have quite a bit of subscribers, and I'm just going to show a little bit of it. You guys are going to freak out. So I know I recommended Tim Foster's video about the two trees, right? The Hebrew celebration, okay? And I told you guys I've been living on repeat, right? Repeat, and I've documented that my life is repeating. The Lord was giving me such a big, you don't realize this has happened for 6 months. And so that's a pretty big, long, drawn out sign, okay, to point to what? Groundhog's Day? Repeat. So there's more here. I haven't studied it out. I'm just so excited about finding this that I want to get this out right now. And I think I'll make a second video going into just the so many alleys that this covers, you guys. Praise God. Lord was sending us a message with this. I'm just gonna let this first part play. Now, Tim Foster connected the rising of the 144,000, shining their lights, and all this stuff, right, to Groundhog Day, and he got that a completely different way. Doesn't watch my channel, at all. And so I told him about how what's been going on in my life and how like it just confirms his everything all of his study. So please go back. I believe the video is called The Harvest is Ripe Now. Watch that and then watch this whole video that I'm showing you guys right now. Like this, I haven't watched the whole thing even. But I have to get out some of this information to just lift your spirits because, well, just listen to this, you guys. Just
And
listen.
you. Many people remove their Christmas decorations on this day. In fact,
Hang on here.
the Lord, or the presentation of Jesus at the temple is considered an auspicious day for
No. Okay. You guys. So this is, let me just give you a prefix, okay? This is a German holiday made by a king. Okay. They mentioned the king. I'm not sure who it is. But it marks the day that, now listen, I've been taught, the Lord showed me that I dedicated Hollister to him when he was born, and I didn't even know you do that with your firstborns. I had no idea, and then I found that out, and I was like, wow, Lord, I did that out of like just out of my heart to him, and that's what they do. What you do, right? Well, when Christ was brought to the temple and dedicated, that's what this is. And did you guys know that Groundhog Day is, all right, what was Christmas? Didn't the Lord keep showing us the gift? He showed me a vision of a present and a Christmas tree being wrapped up. Like it was like the picture that I was seeing in my mind got wrapped up into a present, to a gift. That's what I saw as a vision. So, and I showed you guys all of the Christmas stuff, like what the Lord was pointing out there at Christmas time and how the lights were going to like shine, right? How we were going to shine our lights. Well, 40 days from Christmas is this holiday called Candlemas. It is the pagans hid this holiday by covering it up and calling it Groundhog Day. They just made up something that was symbolic to them, right? They just like thought of this. They're like, we're gonna have a holiday, so they don't know about this holiday. We're gonna keep it from them, and we're gonna call it Groundhog Day, and we're gonna make them think that we can predict, right, the seasons by a groundhog seeing a shadow. It's gonna be so funny. And now everyone celebrates Groundhog Day. There's been a movie called Groundhog Day, and it reveals everything, you guys, because I'm living on Groundhog Day, okay? And so this is just blowing my mind. So Candlemas is a Christian holiday 40 days from Christmas. They used to take down their Christmas trees on this day. Okay, I'm gonna play this now. Hopefully I got it at the right spot.
Is a feast celebrated mostly on February 2nd and is often confused with various pagan celebrations such as Groundhog Day, Imbolc, and the like. This Buzzle article throws light on the somewhat forgotten history of King Lemma's Day and brings some interesting facts about this auspicious day to the forefront. Did you know? King Lemma's Day, also known as the Day of the Meeting of the Lord, or the presentation of Jesus at the temple.
The day of the meeting of the Lord, or the presentation of Jesus into the temple. So first off, the next part where I'm going to go deep into this in studying this is um, there was one day that he was brought to the temple, and there was like I think a prophetess there, and she like knew he was coming, and she like talked to Mary and them. I don't really know. I gotta find the scripture. I don't even know. I hope if you guys know what I'm talking about, then you'll know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? It's like in the back of my mind, but I can't regurgitate it out. But that's what I'm gonna look for, that scripture. But I'm sure the Lord is just gonna bring me to it. Um, but I'm sure that that's connected, and whatever happened at that time frame when he was dedicated is connected to what we're about to see occur. Okay. And how does this not just fall in line? There's more information. I'll play it in a second. But how does this not just fall in line with everything, all the prophetic words and different things that's coming out? I mean, it just does. Here, I'm going to play this now.
Is considered an auspicious day for letting go of the old and replacing it with the new. Many people remove their Christmas decorations on this day. In fact, Pope John Paul II connected this day with the renewal of religious vows. Many also consider this to be a favorable day to get married, in short, to begin something new. King Lemma's Day has often been confused with Groundhog Day, as both are celebrated on February 2nd. Well, if you take a note, this date comes exactly 40 days after Christmas, which according to the law of Moses, Leviticus 12, was the day of churching women after childbirth. Churching is a practice where women are blessed and purified after becoming mothers. Although, in today's time, this ritual has been largely discontinued but may be seen in some traditional Catholics, and in some of the Eastern churches. Hence, this day is also known as the Feast of the Purification of the Virgin. The date of King Lemma's Day.
The Feast of the Purification of the Virgins. Of the Virgin, right? And the Lord told me all about the mikvah, right? And it's all connected to that too.
Depends upon the date on which Christ's birth is celebrated. In certain Christian denominations, such as the Armenian Apostolic Church, Christmas is celebrated on January 6th, and therefore, King Lemma's is celebrated on February 14th, 40 days after January 6th. They call this day as the Feast of the Coming of the Son of God into the Temple. Yes, this one feast has many names that vary from one denomination to the other.
So, what have I been telling you guys about the holidays? So, the Lord's been pointing out Groundhog's Day. He's been pointing out Valentine's Day. He's been pointing out all these different days that's connected to this day. It's all this day. But literally all these other pagan holidays have covered it up.
Before we go through the history of this celebration, let us first understand more about the significance of King Lemma's, in a brief manner. What does the presentation of Jesus in the temple mean? This day holds great importance as it together celebrates many important occasions in Christianity: the presentation of the child Jesus at the temple, Jesus' first entry into the temple, the fulfillment of the promise given to Simeon by God that he will not die until he sees Christ, and the Virgin Mary's ritual purification. The entire story where these events took place is recorded in the Gospel of St. Luke. The following.
Okay, I'm not going to keep playing this person's video, but because I've played quite a bit. But this is the day. See, the Lord's been purifying us. He's been cutting off all the branches that aren't profitable and fruitful. And I think he's counting a year. We have a year, right? Been a year, um, to ready ourselves as the bride, right? Well, this is the purification of the virgins, right? And so, please, please ready yourself, purify yourself. Not that you have to, you're saved by Christ. But if you, there are different levels of things that are going to happen, and you don't want to miss out on the top level, you know what I mean? Or on the bottom level, whatever you want to call it, versus the last and last first. So, either way, you don't want to miss out on the blessings of the Lord, okay? You don't. And no matter what that is. And so, readying yourself and preparing is what you need to do. But not only that, not for the blessings, but because there's something coming that if you don't, you're open to attack, you're open to all of these things. And you guys think it's hard now, it's going to be hard later, way harder. And so we need to do these things to ready ourselves. And then once you have, just know though that no matter what, the Lord blesses you. No matter what, the Lord heals you. No matter what, the Lord does all of these things, provides for you, and is among you. In sin, without sin, it doesn't matter. Disobedience, following His will, He does it for everyone because He loves you, you know. And so don't let that stop you or hinder you or be a stumbling block for you, because the Lord does these things out of his love, right? His love for His people and His love for you, not because you are a good steward of what the Lord has blessed you with, or because you follow His will, but because of that, because of His love for us and how He treats us and what our love for Him. You should be striving for those things. If you're not, you need to question why you're not. And if you're worried about it, then you are striving for it, most likely. Um, and so that, or you're just like, in a really backslidden spot in your life. But just know and be ready for Him. Purify yourself. Ready yourself, pretty much. Just make sure you're using your time wisely to study and prepare for whatever is ahead of you. I know that's what I'm doing. So I love you guys. I'm going to look into this some more and I will share with you guys everything I find out. But this is just connected to everything, too. Everything's always connected to everything. That's how you know it's from the Lord. That's how you know He's directing you. He's uncovering these holidays. Like, you know what I mean? Okay, so and I'm going to mention this too. A girl commented, she said that she was a practicing Gnostic. She considered herself from the pagan side, right? And so, but she agreed and she said, yes, that's true. We are marking the days of our ascension and the changes in the spirit, because they know when these things are going to happen. They know, like, I don't know how deeply they know things, but they know a pretty good timeline that they've hidden the holidays, right? Back in the day. And so even though we don't believe in those things, and that's not the things we believe in, looking to that and knowing our enemy is going to further us. And I saw on a movie one time, and I have had this brought to my mind a lot, but and I saw like a movie, a commercial, a trailer, and it said these people are something about like these people are studying and finding pieces to the puzzle, but yet they do not know that they themselves are the piece to the puzzle. And that's the gist of what was being said. And I took that and I've taken it and I ran with that for a long time, because the Lord showed me that if not in a way that I'm being proud or prideful, but in a way of look at my life and to see what the Lord's saying through my specific life, like looking to my life very deeply to see how I play as a puzzle piece, right? because I found that a lot of people, especially in the prophetic side of Christianity, the people that like prophecy and read prophecy and all that, they know where they are in time. They know the importance of each Christian out there right now because you are playing a role given to you by the Lord, your destiny, right? But you're playing a role and you are a puzzle piece. Like, so you have to factor that in. So when you see people doing things like symbolic gestures or different things like that, when the Lord has called them to, and it happens to align with like a bunch of stuff, that it's a puzzle piece, and we got to think of things like that. Okay. I just wanted to, I don't know why felt the need to mention that, but please do, because I'm not condoning any of these holidays, and I don't believe in like these holidays or whatever. But I do believe that the Lord has this on, is teaching us through these things, and He's pretty much like individually guiding us through, right, through the exiting of Babylon, and He's teaching us. He's retraining our minds through that, renewing your mind daily in the Lord. He's teaching us through this. And when we all get together, we're going to learn. All of us have been being taught the exact same thing at the same timings, and the same timings correlate to these holidays. What's going on in the spirit correlates to the holidays. It's why they were made. It's why they were made. It's not, I don't know if these things correlated back in the 90s or the 80s or 1800s. I've got no idea. But I do know that for this day, for this timing now, for this jubilee of years, that they are correlating, and there's an importance here to that. And so, looking to them in the future and seeing the symbolic animals that it uses, the emotions that it causes, and stuff like that. Just we need to look to those things and see why. Because even on Mother's Day, the Lord equated that to Valentine's Day to me. And it was confirmed through two different situations, and so I know He's pointing to Valentine's Day and that more other things than that. But He's been bringing us through from holiday to holiday, and those things have been what's going on in the spirit. I love you guys so much. I hope this encourages you. This is the day of the meeting of the Lord, the day He enters the temple, the day that the wise virgins are purified. And the Lord showed me that we would have to have His covering and be. I think the latter rains have to come before this moment, but I'm not sure. Okay, I'm not 100% on that. But I do want to mention that because that's what has been on my mind lately, that's about to occur, because the latter rains bring the floods, right? And whenever you plant a seed, you have to put water in it. I love you guys. I'll talk to you later. God bless.